Hello viewers, Joe's HVAC Fishing, Rail Fan Productions again. We just cut the grass, so we did that first since it's usually a priority before you do our other stuff. And we're going to continue to work on the LV rail today. So the 4-footer, we have started restoration on it. So the rail has been just about completely sanded down. We did do a little bit of cosmetic restoration on it too. Banged out a couple dents in the rail, so it's all nice and straight. And so we're gonna get some tie plates set up. We're gonna get a tie plate set up. Because today we're gonna work on the sides and the bottom of the rail. So, when we do the bottom of the rail, we're gonna do that in shop, or if we bring out here, we'll see if we can get on tie plates or something, and we'll see what we have we can put on top of the rail in order to kind of protect the head a little. So anyway, we're going to glove up, bring out the tie plates, and we're going to get to work. We'll be right back. Alright, we got my gloves. We're going to go ahead and start off by bringing the rail out. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to put on tie plates while we do the side, and then we're going to do in shop for the bottom. We actually might be able to do it out here. So yeah guys, you can tell these are in use already because we had to prime the bottom just to kind of protect it a little. But this is what we got from our adventure. So we're going to lay them like this. So you guys can see we're going to lay them like this. So you're going to need at least 2 of them for this job because the rail is 174 pounds. So we're going to put them like this. Usually 1.5 to 2 feet apart you want. We're going to put them on the ground here so that they're level. So we're going to put them like this. Where I'm a little closer together because the work we have to do on the bottom. So we're going to leave them just like that. We're going to start to bring the rail out. Yep guys, we're bringing out the 4-footer. Continuing the restoration work on it. What? Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we already got, you can see here, we already got most of the work done. We got the top of the foot sanded down, as you guys can see here. Alright guys, we're going to view for a minute. There we go. So yeah guys, we're doing some yard work and rail work at the same time, so want to get it all done before the rain starts. So as you guys can see here, we're going to flip the rail 90 degrees, so we're going to turn it. Usually the best way to do it is you want to start off like this, get to an angle you feel comfortable working at, and as long as you got it on a pivot point, you should be able to slide it and get it like this. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to begin to position it onto the plate. So I'm going to pull on the back end of the rail like this. And we're going to try to get it on both plates to make life a little bit easier here. So you're going to get it about halfway on, just like this. And what we're going to do, we're going to turn the rail 90 degrees. I hope. Alright, so now we're going to readjust it a little bit. And we're going to let it down like this. So yes, guys, our little furry friends are nearby. Hey, kitty. How are you? Come here. Yes, guys, our little furry friends are out today. It's a nice day for it, too. I don't blame them. Alright, so for this project here, this is LV Rail Restoration task number 3. Task number 1, polish the head, optional. Task number 2, sand the foot of the rail on the top. Task number 3 is sanding down the sides and the bottom. Task 4 is where we sand the web. So we're going to start off by doing the sides since it's relatively easy. It's a relatively easy job. So we're going to go get an extension cord for the sander here because we got to reach pretty far. It's only got a 6-foot cord. Got my handy dandy heavy duty extension cord. So we're going to go ahead and get plugged up here so we can get this job started. All plugged up, and we're all set and ready to go. So we're going to come over on the other side here of the rail, make it a little easier. So we're going to start off just like this. So as you can see, it wasn't too terribly difficult. This usually isn't a hard job, depending on like your working conditions, you know, and everything else you have to worry about too when you're doing this kind of job. And because we're outdoors doing this, you know, we could keep the fan in today. So we're going to be turning it on later to ventilate the shop. So what we're going to do now, we're going to flip it. So we're going to bring it back up to the way we had it before. I hope. Let me see if we can get that here. See, as you can see, I am trying to be very careful because there is a piece of history. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it like this. So we're going to try to get it onto the plates. So we're going to try to level that out here. So you guys can see we got it on the plates. So now what we're going to do is we're going to begin to flip it again, because we're going to flip it on the other side so we can do the other as well. So you want to grab from both ends and carefully flip it over. You want to carefully flip it. That way you don't damage the polished head or damage the finish, as we like to say. And we're going to bring the rail like this, so that way the web of the rail, that's going to be sitting that's gonna grab onto the tie plate shoulder, and that's what's gonna keep it in place while we're working. So, by the way, my sander I use is a Hyper Tough AQ200 36G. That's the sander type I use. It's an orbital 5-inch orbital sander. Here we go on the other side. Alright, so there we go. Got that part of the job done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we got any towels upstairs, and we're going to bring out a towel and put it down on the railhead in order to protect it during the bottom sanding, because you want to have a towel down in order to protect the polished finish on the head of the rail. So I'm going to pause you for a second here while we go get a towel. Alright, so the towel is down, rail is on its head, and you can see the old primer that we put on there temporarily. But now we're going to put some fresh sandpaper on, and we're gonna finish it up here and get it all set for repainting. Nice fresh sheet of 80 grit, because that's what I prefer to use on a job like this. Alright, so for this we're going to need the fan, as we need to blow the old paint dust away from us. So we're going to go get the fan and bring it out. Got the fan. We're going to set it up by the door here so we can exhaust some air. Need to do a little bit of exhaust. So I'm going to turn it on. Alright, so we got the fan going in order to blow away the dust. And we're going to thoroughly sand the bottom of the rail. We're sand the bottom of the foot. Okay, so for a job like this, usually you want to put your paint thinner down first, or your paint stripper. But because this is a metal rail, the best way to try to get whatever you can off is to use abrasion, like we were just doing. You guys tell we got a little bit of white dust on the sander, but that's okay. It's yeah, we're doing the job, getting it done. Alright, so I'm sure you guys seen that it looks quite a bit better now. So we're going to lay this back down. And we're going to bring the rail back onto its side. First we're going to wipe it off, get it free of dust, if any. So now we got it all sanded down. So task number 3 has been completed. So now we're going to do this and carefully bring it back down. And we're going to lift it back up onto its face, onto the foot. And look at that. The finish on the head is just like as I just did it. So task number 3 is completed. We're going to leave the towel down. We're going to proceed to task 4, which is in the next video. Thank you for watching.